Hi, Ruth Vinswaite here, founder of Sombrero Time and passionate educator, people person, culture, travel. I love talking with Evelyn DeRuse, who we invited into our staff development meetings to help us develop more emotional intelligence that we can bring into the classroom. So much goodness. I had to share it with you. And so we've been going through the process of unpacking an acronym, REST Yes. And we are going to wrap that up today with the letter S. Evelyn, take it away.
Okay, so this is an acronym that it just was an easy way to remember these different things that neuroscientists have discovered help our body calm down. And they don't have to go in this order. It's just that these, this is a way to say yes to rest. Rest, yes. So this last S, what I came up with is stay with it. Because as we've been reminding you and inviting you to practice these things with us, just doing it once, just watching a video is not going to really bring the result that I think we all are going to benefit the most from. And just, how many times do you say things to your kids sometimes and think, how many times do I have to tell you? And a good friend of mine years ago said to me, I have to remind my husband over and over and over. Well, that's kind of the way we are. If we don't practice something, we're not going to be able to do it well. So practicing relaxing our muscles, exhaling slowly, smiling, thinking a thankful thought, yawning, and expanding and enjoying and enhancing our good things in our life. Staying with it is really important. So this is actually a practice of tapping into your intentionality. Do you intend to grow in the ability to calm your nervous system? Would you like to be able to say yes to rest? And so just within yourself, this is not something that we're saying you have to do this, but we are inviting you to consider in this moment, what do you have an intention? What would it look like for you to stay with these practices? And they don't have to be done in this order. They don't all have to be done. You might, again, experiment with, are there some that you really, really like? Well, then practice those. If you like them in a different order, like start with the breathing, exhale slowly, and then relax your muscles. There's no right or wrong for any of this. This was just a way to make it kind of user-friendly. So staying with it might mean finding 1 minute, and then maybe 2 minutes, or maybe 3 times a day to do 1, 3, 5 minutes. Maybe finding a buddy, a partner to practice with you. How will you stay with saying yes to rest? And some of these things are very easy to do anytime at all. And some of them not so good maybe when you're driving. And so some of them, I find it's a lot easier to close my eyes, to close out distractions and really be able to focus. Sometimes we're not able to sit quietly. And that's when I think yawning just is a godsend to just use anytime, any place. And yes, you can do it politely if you're with a bunch of people, but staying with it will bring the greatest benefit. And as if you've seen some of these other ones, gradually over time, your nervous system is going to recognize these little simple cues and be able to more quickly enter into a state of rest and calm. And rest is so important for us, especially in our culture. If you are in any place in the United States or in any culture that is has a high value on productivity, unfortunately, there's a low value on rest. Americans take the fewest vacations, don't tend to use their sick days, and we run at a very high pace. And what a gift this time of staying at home, even though I know it's really, really hard. That's why we're trying to give you ways to calm yourselves and calm your family. But it's also an opportunity to kind of step back and go, wow, do I want to continue the pace of my life? And maybe just learning these short, sweet, simple things that you can intersperse throughout your day is a way to help your nervous system really become more accustomed.
Yeah. I know that for me, what's been helpful is to put a location and a routine. So I have a morning routine that includes just some breathing and meditation around scriptures that I will sit with for about 10 minutes in the morning to just start my day. And now that I've done it now for 3 weeks, it's something that I crave. And when I first started, I was like, oh, I'll try to do it during the weekdays, and take the weekends off. But now I so crave it. My soul craves it to just start the day really calm. It helps me feel prepared for whatever's going to come at me, that it's been something that I look forward to doing. Now there's like an internal reward around it for me, or when I go to sleep, when I get in bed at night, I do the breathing because it helps me fall asleep. And I know Huggins with The Power of Habit talks about, trying to do things that end up become very rewarding. And then the body starts to crave it. And that helps develop it into a pattern that is more readily accessible to us. And that's been really helpful for me. Plus, I love smiling at people because I love getting the smile back and connecting. So anyway, thank you so much for your time, Evelyn, and for this fantastic acronym that helps us really remember the tools that you're helping us with. Rest, yes. And we just encourage you all in different times of the day, teach your kids, walk alongside them, your spouse, your loved ones, your family, your friends, and invite them into a time of calm and connection, because you can have that even amidst the storm. All right, that's all for now, and we're thankful for your time, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. Hasta pronto.